Welcome back to In the Corner with Roy Ryan. Lots of things to talk about this week. Firstly, I want to point out the obvious fact, the elephant in the room. I realize it hasn't been a week since my last video. So with the first episode, editing and bouncing and uploading took a lot longer than I thought, a lot longer. So obviously it went up on Sunday and that was the same day I put up the song. I am now trying to aim for this to be up by Wednesday or Thursday. So hopefully today is Wednesday or Thursday you're watching this. But I want to say thank you very much for all the support, everyone watching it. I really appreciate it. I think I'm off to a good start. Also, I forgot to mention in the last one, with every video, please feel free to comment below on the YouTube page. I'm well open to suggestions for improvements and any specific things you think that I should discuss. By all means, want to hear all about it. So keep them coming in. And please subscribe. For those of you not aware, subscribing is actually really important because it boosts your numbers and allows it to grow. So please subscribe because that is quite important. I believe if you have a Gmail account, you already have a YouTube account. So getting on and subscribing is actually really easy. If you don't, I'm not telling you to create a YouTube account just to subscribe. But if you wanted to, this week on In the Corner, we are discussing a few things. Firstly, obviously going to talk about the Golden Globes. It's quite an interesting event. I found a really cool video this week on YouTube. I'm a very big fan of my top 10 videos, and I got a really cool top 10 video to talk about. I found a medical and health article online, which is very interesting, with a few predictions about what is going to happen in 2017. And finally, my question of the week, are people too willing to give to charity? I realize black and white, that sounds really bad, but go with me on it. So first of all, the Golden Globes. Now, I'm not going to discuss Meryl Streep's speech because obviously everybody heard that and everybody knows about that, whether it was a good or a bad move or whether it was done for the right or wrong reasons. What I want to talk about is the actual point of the Golden Globes, which is the winners and those that kind of have now been forgotten due to certain events that kind of stole the spotlight. So let's get on to those. Firstly, congratulations to La La Land. That's huge. They broke the record this year and won 7 Golden Globes. Absolutely cleaned up the place. Also had some really touching moments there from Ryan Gosling in his speech. Big dedication to his woman, Eva Mendes. Emma Stone, love her. Gave us a few funny moments.
This is Damien Chazelle's first win and second nomination among Chazelle's previous...
It's just that girl, honestly. I love it a bit. Scrolling through the nominees, let me just bring them up here. We had some really cool stuff. This movie, Moonlight, that won the Best Motion Picture Drama, that sounds like an incredible movie. As soon as you get a chance, watch it. You gotta have a look at this. I'm gonna put it up now so that you can see it. But this is the nominees for the Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture or Drama. What do you think of those? It's a little bit cookie cutter, eh? They look like an Irish girl band. Anyway, moving right along. Congratulations to Casey Affleck. Won the Best Performance for an Actor in a Drama for Manchester by the Sea. Also sounds like a great flick. Definitely give it a look. Another great performance by Viola Davis in Fences. Best Director. Congratulations to Damien Chazelle for winning La La Land. But I had no idea. Mel Gibson was nominated. Mel Gibson's back, baby.
I'm not too old for this shit.
Now, let me just take a moment here, cause, right, okay, he went disastrously, ballistically off the rails. We lost him completely. There was a time there where nobody wanted to claim him. He wasn't Australian anymore. Suddenly he wasn't American. Nobody wanted him. But back in his heyday, and I'm talking about the 80s and 90s, he did some great stuff. Love him or hate him for whatever's going on in the last couple of decades, he did do some brilliant stuff. I really hope this isn't a flash pan fire thing. What is it? A flash in the pan? Flash in the pan? I think that's the saying. I really hope that this isn't just a short-lived thing. When I was younger and first aspiring to be an actor, he actually was one of my idols. I really love this stuff and I really hope that he's back. So come on, Mel. Go get him, son. Zootopia won the Best Animated Picture Award. Nice. Very glad to hear that. What else we got here? We had unfortunately, a bit of an awkward one from Tom Hiddleston. He won the Best Performance by an Actor in a Limited Series or Motion Picture Made for Television. What a title. He won for that for his role in The Night Manager and apologized later, said his nerves got the better of him, but he said a pretty on-the-nose speech that ended up sounding a little bit self-righteous. He accidentally got on a train of thought talking about his charity work and stuff like that, and it just sounded... Congratulations for him winning the award. Sorry, it didn't quite go down well. But then, when does an award acceptance ever go the way you want it to? Kanye West. Tracy Ellis Ross. She was a big one. She won the Best Performance by an Actress in a Television Series, Musical, or Comedy for her role in Blackish. As far as I understand, I can't remember the exact statistics, but I believe she's the first Black American woman to win in that category in I think something like 40 years. So congratulations to her. That's very cool stuff. I can't believe Nick Nolte was nominated. I didn't even think he was still acting. Good on him. Well done. Hugh Laurie. Yeah, Hugh Laurie won for the best performance by an actor in a supporting role in a series, limited series, or motion picture made for television. I thought Tom Hiddleston had it rough. Hugh Laurie won for The Night Manager, and then of course Meryl Streep got the Cecil B. DeMille Award, and congratulations for her doing that. But yeah, we're not talking about her speech. So, some amazing stuff. Congratulations to all the winners. But I will say, speeches, man, in general, are they just getting bad, or is it just me? Some of the acceptance speeches, well, I mean, we've already mentioned Meryl Streep and Tom Hiddleston. By all means, I'm not saying their speeches were bad. Obviously, if you make it up on the spot, the nerves, the lights, the event, the adrenaline pumping, things can absolutely come out wrong. But even the ones that seem well written and rehearsed just seem to be, I think that's it. I think they seem to sound a little bit over-rehearsed. My question is, whatever happened to just saying thank you? Everybody's got to make some sort of statement in their acceptance speech, some sort of comment. I realize that's kind of what I'm doing. But whatever happened to just thank you? And the winner is Roy Ryan. Oh, cheers, guys. What was wrong with that? Anyway, that's the Golden Globes. I think I've pretty much covered everything I wanted to talk about there. Next, my top 10 video. This is a great video. I loved it. I'm going to put the link in the description so you can have a look at it. But it was the top 10 song meanings everyone gets wrong. A few mentions. Firstly, this song is quite important to me because in my days of working as a bartender, I literally used to sing this song when it was closing time to everyone get the idea to get their drinks and get the out. It's time to go. Closing Time by Semisonic, closing time. Everyone thinks that song's obviously about, the loneliness at the end of the night and, when you're out with your mates and drink, it's all good and then everyone's got to go home and it kind of goes... It's actually a metaphor for childbirth. How do you get that wrong? Oh, wow. I couldn't believe that. In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins. Gotta throw that in. So apparently, this song was supposed to be about a man drowning that Phil Collins witnessed or something like that. Anyway, that was like the rumored what it was supposed to be about. But it turns out it was actually about his divorce, which actually makes sense. When you think about that and listen to the words now, it makes perfect sense. But this one, the other one I wanted to mention, which is hilarious, Every Breath You Take by Sting. Everyone knows that song. And everyone knows the words about it and how they're a little bit creepy. But everyone obviously assumes that there's some sort of metaphoric, deep, meaningful thing behind it. Oh, the police are out. Thanks, guys. Gone. As I was saying, everyone assumes that that's got some sort of big metaphoric meaning behind it, assuming that it's about, the afterlife and how when someone dies, they're still with you, all the way. But it's obviously not just about what the words sound like they're about. Complete crap. Turns out it's exactly about what the lyrics say. He wrote it about a stalker, a story about a guy who washed windows. So it's literally about watching every step you take. Anyway, so I'll put that link down at the bottom. It's a cool video. It comes from a YouTube channel called Watch Mojo, which I'm sure many of you heard about. I subscribe. I think they're great. As I said, I love my top 10 videos, so give them a look. They've got some really cool videos going on about movies, video games, music, important events, the whole lot. It's crazy. Now, 2017. In the medical world, in the health and medical world, I found this article this week called A Cure for All Ills. What medical advances can we expect in 2017? And it's talking about a lot of very interesting things, talking about how this guy's hoping that big advancements that we, sometimes we hear about on Facebook, big steps ahead in new drugs and new treatments and new medical machinery and stuff. Just commented on hopefully that can start moving from the look at this, we finished this, isn't this great, to the actual practical GP level. Because apparently there's a lot of those big, amazing announcements that are happening, but they're actually not being put in use for too long, really. So a lot of talk about that, a lot of other medical mumbo-jumbo that I honestly can't even talk about. It all sounds very interesting. But the thing that really struck me here is scurvy. Apparently, scurvy is on the way back in 2017, so watch out. Get your vitamin C into you, kids. Come on. Look at this. It says right here, scurvy is caused by a lack of vitamin C, which is needed for collagen. Severe deficiency causes bleeding gums, dry skin, blah, blah, blah. You need 40 milligrams a day. That's half an orange. Half an orange. You eat one orange every second day, you're done. A kiwi fruit, a small red pepper, or even 50 grams of sprouts. Love your sprouts. Chuck them on a sandwich. So watch out for that. How on earth is a disease like scurvy? What's next? I'll have scurvy with a side order of the Black Plague, please. Come on. And they're hoping, this is what I was talking about, one of the big medical advancements they made last year was the artificial pancreas. It monitors the blood glucose levels and then links to their insulin pump. So basically does what a pancreas does. And they're hoping, it's gone through FDA approvals in the US and a few trials are underway, and this guy's hoping it ends up in the UK very soon, because obviously that would be a huge help for people with type 1 diabetes, of which there are way too many. I'll put this link in the article. It's well worth a read. Very, very interesting stuff. Now it's time for my question of the week. And it is, are people too willing to give to charity? Now, I understand that there are some charities in the world that are doing some amazing work and they do need the help of public funding. But there are also a lot of charities out there that are not. And then we've seen them in the papers, in the news, ones that are complete tax write-offs and they're really actually not doing very much at all. So I was at work. I actually do a little bit of part-time work at a toy store. Surprise, surprise. And I was playing with a toy called an air cannon. Here's a picture of it. And it's really cool, but it's essentially shaped like a bucket. And what it does, obviously, it's a little tiny catapult that just puffs air at people. But it does it with quite a loud bang, and the air is actually quite fast. It ruffles your hair and stuff. So I like to stand by the door, and when people walk in and I say hello, and if they don't say hello to me back, I shoot them in the back of the head. It's good fun. But anyway, I was standing there with it and I was talking to someone when somebody came up with a handful of change. And she just reached out to the bucket to put it in. No questions, no what are you supporting. She just assumed it was a charity bucket and was just going to throw money in it. And that struck me as a little bit weird. I thought, the poor dear, she's got herself confused. Obviously, it's not a charity bucket, it's a toy. And I explained, and there was a laugh, and blah, 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 and off she went. And I thought that was weird. It happened again. Another woman. And this has never happened to me before. I've worked there for over a month now. And I was like, it's not a bucket, it's a toy. And she went, sorry, confused, and put the money back. And I kind of went, is it just me, or are these people just throwing their money away? Me, I'm very conscious of where my money goes, into what charity buckets, etc., because as I said, there's been way too many of them that have turned out to be basically a load of crap. And so that's where I kind of thought, but if they wanted to give to a charity, great. Wouldn't you want to make sure that the money's going to where you want it to go, or where it needs to go? It literally made me think I could stand on the side of a street with a bucket and some sign that just says, help the needy or something, and people would just throw it in there. So this is what I'd love to hear. Are people too willing to give to charity? Is there such thing as giving too much to charity? I suspect I know the answer to that, but something worth considering, know where your money's going, I think. And the last thing I have to talk to you about this week is my song for this week. Still on schedule, 1 week into the new year, and I haven't broken my New Year's resolution. And I'm very happy to say that it's going to be a guitar tune this week, an acoustic version of a song from my past. I won't tell you what it is this week. Build the suspense. Really quite proud of it, so I hope you'll enjoy that. That'll be coming up on Sunday. And then, of course, episode 3 next week. And on that note, we're done for this week. Woo! That was good fun. Hope you all enjoyed episode 2 of In the Corner. As I said before, please do comment if you've got any suggestions, or even if you just want to say you really enjoyed it. I won't mind. I'm really loving the audience base that I've got now, but I would like it to grow. So if you like the show, share it to your friends. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week. Have a fantastic week. Be well, and we'll see you next week when we return to have another chat in the corner. See you later, guys.